Tucked away in a quiet corner of Bratislava's old town stands one of the city's most enchanting landmarks. The Blue Church, officially known as the Church of Saint Elizabeth of Hungary. Built in the early 1900s, this Art Nouveau masterpiece seems almost like something out of a fairy tale. Its walls, roof, and even mosaics shimmer in delicate shades of blue, giving it the look of a frosted wedding cake. Designed by Hungarian architect Jadine Lechner, often called the Hungarian Goji, the church showcases curved lines, floral motifs, and glazed ceramics typical of the Secessionist style. Dedicated to Saint Elizabeth, who was born in Bratislava, the church was originally part of a nearby school complex and served as its chapel. Today, it's one of the most photographed buildings in Slovakia, a symbol of peace, purity, and the city's artistic spirit. Soaring above the Danube River, the UFO Tower, officially known as the UFO Observation Deck on the SNP Bridge, is one of Bratislava's most striking landmarks. Built in 1972, during the communist era, the bridge was an engineering marvel of its time. A single pylon suspension bridge, connecting the old town with the Petržalka district across the river. Perched 95 meters high, the tower's saucer-shaped structure earned it the nickname UFO, and from the top, visitors are rewarded with panoramic views of the entire city. From the red rooftops of the old town and the majestic Bratislava Castle to the rolling hills and even the Austrian border on a clear day. Inside the UFO sits a fine dining restaurant and sky bar, where you can sip a drink as the sun sets over the Danube, and at night, the tower lights up like a floating beacon above the river. It's a perfect blend of 1970s sci-fi design and timeless Bratislava charm. A reminder that even in a city rich with medieval history, modern imagination can still touch the sky. Even the gentleman's toilet at the UFO Tower offers an experience that's out of this world. Perched high above the Danube, this restroom is famous not just for its futuristic design, but for its floor-to-ceiling windows that open up to an unforgettable view of the city below. They say it's the loo with the best view in Slovakia, and once you've been there, you'll understand exactly why. Standing proudly at the foot of Bratislava Castle, St. Martin's Cathedral is one of the city's most historic landmarks. Built in the 15th century, this Gothic church once served as the coronation site of Hungarian kings and queens, a tradition that lasted for nearly 300 years. Its tall spire, topped with a gilded replica of the Hungarian crown, reminds visitors of that royal past. Inside, the cathedral feels solemn and majestic, with ribbed vaults, stained glass windows, and a quiet sense of reverence that has survived wars, fires, and centuries of change. Beneath its floor lie tombs of bishops and noble families, adding to the sense of history that fills the air. As the organ music echoes softly through the nave, you can almost imagine the grand coronation processions that once made their way through these very doors. A timeless link between medieval glory and the modern city that surrounds it today. At a quiet street corner in Bratislava's old town, you'll find one of the city's most beloved and quirky landmarks, Wumel, the peeping worker, emerging cheerfully from a manhole, his chin resting on folded arms. He seems to be taking a break from work, or perhaps sneakily watching the world go by. Installed in 1997, Wumel quickly became a symbol of Bratislava's playful spirit, contrasting the city's medieval architecture with a touch of humor. Locals have many theories about him. Some say he's resting after cleaning the sewers. Others joke that he's peeping under women's skirts. And a few believe he's simply enjoying the view of the bustling street life above. Wumel has become one of the most photographed spots in the city. His shiny helmet, worn smooth by years of visitors' hands, is said to bring good luck if you touch it. A small, smiling reminder that Bratislava doesn't take itself too seriously. Dominating the skyline above the Danube River, Bratislava Castle, or Hrad, is the city's most iconic landmark. With its massive rectangular shape and four corner towers, it looks almost like an inverted table watching over the old town below. The castle's history stretches back over 1,000 years, serving as a royal residence, fortress, and treasury through the ages of Hungarian kings and Austrian emperors, destroyed by fire in the early 19th century. It lay in ruins for more than 140 years before being meticulously rebuilt in the 1950s. Today, its white walls and red-tiled roof gleam proudly against the sky. From its terraces, you can see not only Bratislava's old town, but also the Danube River, the UFO Tower, and even Austria and Hungary on a clear day. Inside, the castle houses part of the Slovak National Museum, but the real treasure is the view. A sweeping panorama that ties together centuries of history, culture, and the timeless flow of the Danube below. Behind the stately walls of Bratislava Castle lies a hidden gem. The Baroque castle gardens, a masterpiece of symmetry, elegance, and calm. Originally designed in the 18th century during the reign of Empress Maria Theresa, the gardens were inspired by the grand imperial courtyards of Vienna. Carefully restored to their former glory, they feature perfectly trimmed hedges, marble statues, and geometrically patterned flower beds, all laid out with mathematical precision. As you stroll along the gravel paths, the air is filled with the scent of lavender and the sound of rustling leaves carried up from the Danube below. From here, the view opens toward the old town and the distant hills, a peaceful contrast to the fortress-like grandeur of the castle itself. It's a place where history, art, and nature meet. A quiet reminder that even mighty kings and queens once needed a garden to escape to, just to breathe and enjoy the beauty of their world. Long before Bratislava became a modern capital, it was a fortified medieval town, protected by mighty stone walls and watchtowers that once encircled the entire old city. Built between the 13th and 16th centuries, these walls guarded the town from invading armies, including Ottoman forces and rival kingdoms. Only fragments of the original fortifications survive today. But walking along them, especially near St. Martin's Cathedral and Michael's Gate, you can still sense the city's ancient heartbeat. The thick walls, narrow passages, and old bastions whisper stories of knights, merchants, and watchmen who once patrolled these very ramparts. Rising high above the city, on a quiet hilltop, stands the Slavin Memorial, a solemn tribute to the Soviet soldiers who died liberating Bratislava from Nazi occupation in April 1945, completed in 1960. The monument is both a cemetery and a memorial, holding the mortal remains of more than 6,800 soldiers in 6 mass graves and 317 individual graves. At its center towers a 37-meter-high obelisk, crowned with a statue of a Soviet soldier holding a flag of victory and crushing the Nazi swastika under his foot. A powerful symbol of sacrifice and freedom. Standing proudly at the entrance to the old town, Michael's Gate is one of Bratislava's most recognizable landmarks, and the only surviving gate from the city's original medieval fortifications. Built in the 14th century, and later crowned with a striking green copper roof and spire, it once formed part of the city's main defensive wall. Passing through it was the only way into the fortified town, and even today, the cobblestone street beneath the arch leads straight to the heart of the old town. At street level, don't forget to look down. Right under the arch lies the 0-kilometer plate, showing distances from Bratislava to cities all over the world. Michael's Gate is more than just an old tower. It's the symbolic doorway between medieval history and modern life, where every visitor still enters the city the same way travelers did centuries ago.